so we're going to try again. We believe this is the perfect idea to save that building, or if the new council decides to tear it down, to save our downtown. We've been trying for 20 years, as far back as before I was in politics, we've been trying to do something to get a destination, location here in Lewiston, to get a conference center, to get a convention center, make it happen. This is the only way, feasible way to fund it. As I joked way back when we had our first meeting with then acting city administrator Phil Netto, I said, there's 3 things we can put there to make this building functional. A nuclear power plant, an oil refinery, or a casino. Casino's awfully, you know, it may seem unpopular now, but compared to the other 2, we probably still did better than those with it. So, we're committed to that. Obviously, the citizens of Lewiston are committed to it. And I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up fighting for my community, and we'll retool. We'll come up with a new bill, and we will certainly be back. Now, a few words from our mayor. Thank you.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming. Just want to say I'm not giving up on Lewiston either. A lot of people are. I think there's a lot of disdain and hatred for Lewiston and Lewiston Auburn. I don't know why that is. I feel really sad today that 400 people who would have had permanent jobs with benefits, including health insurance, will not have those. We won't develop our downtown. It's very sad. On Thursday morning, I took tomorrow off. On Thursday morning, I'm going to go to work. I think, unless Dennis Bailey managed to kill my job too. I don't know. But he killed 400 jobs here. He probably killed 400 jobs in Biddeford with the help of Penn National and Silverton out of Las Vegas. You know, these are big guys. They crush the little guys. They fool the state of Maine into voting, you know, and that's wrong. This is about jobs and economic development. And it's very unfortunate they use the governor's mistimed words to dump on Lewiston. The governor's, I voted for him, I supported him, but the guy misspeaks so much, he puts his foot in his mouth so much he needs Desinex for mouthwash. The guy makes a lot of errors, and and he helped kill us in Lewiston. This is his hometown. I'm very upset with him. I'm very upset that we lost these jobs in Lewiston. It's a very sad day for us. Thank you.
I also wish to ditto every remark that Dr. Chicoine said about our governor. You know, he said, and he put up a sign, that Maine is open for business. And this is a business that was trying to come in here, and by speaking out, contrary to his own words, that he would let the people of Maine decide without trying to influence them whatsoever, when he did so last week. And I find that most unfortunate, especially in his hometown. Now, I want to thank the people of Lewiston, the wonderful people of the All-America city of Lewiston. I am very proud of our community. I raised my family here. My wife and I of 41 years raised our children here. The best community in the state of Maine. And I firmly believe that. I'm going out of office. It matters not to me. But what matters to me is the people of Lewiston. The jobs that could have been created here. The jobs in short term with construction jobs. About 800 jobs, about a $100 million project. And then another 300 to 500 jobs on an ongoing basis, paying good wages and benefits. And I feel awful that because of the forces that have put so much money against us in fighting this, to maintain a monopoly for the casino in Oxford and the casino in Bangor. They put in tons of dollars against us. How could we fight against that when local people are trying to do something for this community, the second largest community in this state of Maine, the Silver Center community, a community that serves people. When we need jobs, and we in Lewiston certainly have been open for business. Unfortunately, the governor was not. And I fault the governor. It's clearly evident that I don't care for this guy because he comes from Lewiston and he's done nothing, absolutely nothing for Lewiston. And I find that most unfortunate. But let me tell you this, we're coming back, and we're coming back strong. And be ready for us here in Lewiston, and you'll hear from us in the future. I want to thank the people here. I spoke out in favor because 66% of the people of Lewiston wanted to have a casino in Mill number 5 to revitalize a brownfield site. We were on the verge of tearing it down because we had put out 2 RFPs for Mill number 5 and there were none. And that is the most valuable property in the city of Lewiston. So we were going to tear it down to make it valuable. And then until the casino folks came forward and said, we want to build a casino there, we want to revitalize that building, rather than tear down trees in the middle of the woods to put it right in the downtown. And we want, because we care about our community, the people here care about their community, the restaurants in the area were all supportive. And so they said, we support you. Even Simona's Hot Dogs, which is a 5-minute walk away, the world famous Simona's Hot Dogs, and have been very supportive. We are a close community here in Lewiston. We care about ourselves. And it's unfortunate that those who are from away point a finger at us. And you know what? Many of them have never been here. Let me tell you, my wife and I raised 3 children here, and I wouldn't want to raise our children anywhere else in this state other than in Lewiston. These are the people who have worked hard for years and years and years here in our city, and for some reason, the media has been against us. I know, I've been police chief here, and the only time they would come here was to cover negative stories. All the positive things that were going on here weren't covered. So consequently, what you got was a steady diet of negative things. Well, let me tell you, our crime rate was lower here than in Portland, Bangor, and other cities here in the state of Maine, and even this past year, even lower than in the city of Auburn. Okay? Now, they talked about crime. Dennis Bailey talking about crime and throwing all of these things, all of these scare tactics to people. When I talked to Police Chief Ron Gastia in Bangor last week, he was getting on a plane in Chicago coming back from the police chief's conference. And I asked him about crime in Bangor. And he said, it has had no impact. He says, as a matter of fact, last year our crime rate went down. Do we attribute that to a casino? Tell that to Dennis Bailey, because he's been putting out these lies all the way through. And then Ed Barrett, who is our city administrator, who has been city manager in Bangor for 22 years, says it has had no significant increase in crime. The problem is the people of the state of Maine have been fed lies with big dollars behind them. Dennis Bailey and 3 other organizations came out against us, trying to send about falsehoods against us. But let me tell you something. We're coming back. And we're not going to stand back and take this. We're coming back, and we want this for Lewiston. The Lewiston people want it. It's, as it says here, it's our turn, and it's going to be our turn. So we're back. So be on the lookout. Do I sound upset? You bet. I was upset at the governor last week for chiming in when he said he would leave it up to the people of the state of Maine, and then he comes out in Waterville and makes that statement that he did. And I said I smelled a rat, and I still smell a rat. And read my Twin City Times column this week. Thank you.
All right.